Hi, how are you? I'm going to brush my teeth real quick too. And then I've got something I want to show you. Because I still have to get ready while I'm talking to you. So I figure I can do that at the same time. Let me tell you first. Because what I'm going to tell you about is when I first got sick. When I first got sick, I struggled with it a lot. It is hard having to deal with things on a regular basis. So you know what I mean. Like with your Tourette's, What made you decide that you weren't going to let it bother you anymore? What made you decide that it was something you were going to deal with and weren't going to let it get to you? Let me pause it. Okay. I'm going to put my makeup on while I'm talking to you because I got to go to town and do a couple things today. But what I wanted to say is when I first got diagnosed, it was hard. I was depressed. I cried a lot. You know that. I didn't want to deal with it. I was like, I had blessings that said I would be better. And it was just hard. I didn't want to deal with it. Mine was kind of a, why me? Why do I have to deal with this? Why? And it was frustrating. It was frustrating because I went from being able to go hiking and being able to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, to not being able to do anything. I can't even go up and down stairs. I can't go to the gym. I can't, things have been a little better lately, but I can't do the things I used to do. And let me tell you something I wrote a friend of mine. A friend of mine that lives in Vegas. I went to high school with her, and we were in marching band together. And she has lupus, and she struggles with it also the same way, because when you go from being healthy to not being healthy, it's hard to deal with. It really is. And compare it to yourself. When you go from being happy to not being happy, it's kind of the same thing. It's a struggle. I mean, there's things that have happened that have made you kind of depressed, and that's what you're dealing with right now. And that's normal to deal with these things. You're not home, you're far away, you don't have your family to support you, but we do support you, but we're not there. You can't, I understand, you can't just, Mom, I need a hug. I have to tell you, it breaks my heart that you feel this way, and I can't just reach out and hug you. I can't, I can tell you, Collin, everything will be okay. But it is so hard to see in that moment that everything will be okay. Let me tell you this. Okay, this is what I wrote to my friend, okay? Let me see if you were home when I wrote it. Nope, it was not long after you left. This was July 24th. And I'll tell you the story, okay? Let me just read to you what I wrote to her. Thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. That is a hard thing you have to deal with. It just reminded me of chatting with my missionary son through email this last Monday. And him telling me not to forget that Heavenly Father only gives us the trials we can handle. This is you that told me this. There are times I think he is mistaken because I can't handle this. I do really well for a while and then go through periods where I get feeling sorry for myself. Yesterday, it just popped in my head. Hey, even though my shoulders hurt to do whatever I was doing, just be thankful you have arms to do it with. Even though you're feeling sad and you're struggling with your frustrations, be glad you're on a mission, and that's what's causing your frustrations. You're dealing with these people. Be thankful that you can be on a mission. You know, it's tough to deal with, but okay, let me go on. I told her also, I went to Deseret Book last night, and this book caught my eye. It is called Choose Higher Ground by Henry B. Eyring. I started reading it this afternoon and can't put it down. I want to highlight everything in it. There was something I read that just made things click. It is talking about serving the Lord and those whose circumstances make those feel that they cannot. But what stood out to me was this little bit. Hard as things seem today, they will be better in the next day if you choose to serve the Lord this day with your whole heart. Your circumstances may not be improved in all the ways which you desire. It will, if you, you will have been given new strength to carry your burdens and new confidence that when your burdens become too heavy, the Lord whom you have served will carry what you cannot. Do you want me to read that again? This is like talking directly to you. Hard as things seem today, they will be better in the next day if you choose to serve the Lord this day with your whole heart. Your circumstances may not be improved in all the ways which you desire, but you will have been given new strength to carry your burdens and new confidence that when your burdens become too heavy, the Lord whom you have served will carry what you cannot. So no matter what, Heavenly Father will make things better for you. You have to have faith to depend on Heavenly Father to give you your strength. You have to know that your frustrations don't come from Heavenly Father. You're dealing with those frustrations come from Heavenly Father. You're feeling down and kind of depressed. It's normal. I think you're just kind of homesick. And you need to put your mind into your work a little more. You need to study a little more. If your mind wanders while you study and you start getting sad and depressed and oh, sorry for me type thing, then you know that's Satan not wanting you to study. You need to when you're feeling down, you need to sing a primary song. You need to sing a primary song when you're feeling sad and depressed. When I cannot sleep, I sing hymns to myself. But that just popped in my head. When you are feeling sad and depressed, you need to sing primary songs to yourself. even if it's popcorn popping on the apricot tree. Sing primary songs. Who can be sad when they're singing primary songs? One other thing I wrote to her. I have been wondering lately why the blessings I got said that I would be well again, and wondering if I just didn't have enough faith for that to happen. And then I was talking about how Aaron reminded me that Heavenly Father's time isn't necessarily our time. Heavenly Father's plans, it got me thinking that Heavenly Father's plans for me are different than my plans for me. I may not be able to ever go hiking again. I may not be able to walk stairs again. But you know what? What matters more than doing that? I can serve Heavenly Father still. I can read. I can see. I can still use my hands. I can still do crafty stuff. I can still do all of these things. I don't know exactly what's getting you down. I don't know what you're feeling sad about. I don't know. It's probably just a culmination of everything. But I want to tell you, Collin, that I love you more than anything in this whole world. You mean so much to me. I am so proud to have a son that's on a mission. It means so much to me. It means more to me than anything in this whole world. When things get you down, it's normal for things to make you sad. It's normal for life to get you down once in a while. But it's not normal to sit and dwell on it and keep you down. Heavenly Father would love, or Satan would love more than anything to make you so frustrated you want to go home. He would love to make you so frustrated that you can't get along with your companions. He would love to make you so frustrated that you just give up on everything. Nobody said being on a mission would be easy. Nobody said life would be easy. But you have to remember that Heavenly Father will get you through it. You have to. It seems like you're losing your faith in Heavenly Father a little bit. Do you trust Heavenly Father to get you through this hard time? Do you trust Heavenly Father to make you deal with your difficulties you have? I know you do. And that's when you just have to, that's one of those things that you just have to let go and know that Heavenly Father is going to lead you in the right direction. You've got to quit